here. I'll give you a story. I was born in Iran until I was 18 years old. And my aunt was in America. She applied for a green card for us for 3 times for us to come to America. My parents didn't really want to come. And until my aunt ended up getting murdered. My aunt ended up getting murdered, and then my parents were forced to come to the United States. So I think about this. If that would have not happened, I would have never been in this country. And I remember a few years later, I was in a car that we were driving, and I got into a car accident, almost died. In that car accident, I was driving with a friend of mine, a girl. She was only a friend of mine, but because of that car accident, I ended up falling in love with her. I ended up falling in love with her, and her parents wanted her to be with somebody who was a surgeon, who was making $400 grand a year. And so because of it, he created the distance, and eventually she ended up cheating on me, and it completely broke my heart. And I was completely devastated, you guys. I thought I'm gonna die. I never forget, there was this one day, I was sitting in my car at this Mustang in a Taco Bell parking lot at 8 o'clock at night. I'm sitting in there, I'm listening to the radio. I had a razor in my hand. I never talked about this before. I still have the place in my hand. I had the razor, and I just literally wanted to kill myself, and still can see the mark. And I'm listening to the radio at this point. You know how it has the toners? And I'm playing with the toner, and all of a sudden it stops at this channel. And this channel talks about this self-improvement program. And at this I was so depressed that I ended up calling the 1-800 number, and I showed up to that event. And when I showed up to that event, literally by a little vending machine, I met 2 people that are talking to each other about this business. One of them was prospecting the other guy. I go up to them and I talk to them about this business, and that's how I ended up here. So I think about this. You know, if my aunt would have not got murdered, if I would have not gotten into that car accident, if my heart wasn't broken, I would have never ended up being in WFG. So I want you to go back to your life. Look at when you were a child, all the things that had to happen for you, all the things for you to be here at this moment, at this second, at this convention. So I want you to know that you were meant to be here. You know, God doesn't make mistakes. You're supposed to be here. And when you go back, we talked about this, when you go back, you guys, at some point, if you want to build a big base shop, if you want to build a big business, at some point, the people that are closest to you, they're going to come at you. He just talked about it, yeah? So there's a story, but I want you to remember this story. There's a story about 5 monkeys. They put these little 5 monkeys in a little place with a banana tree in the middle. The first monkey tried to go up there and grab the banana, and they hose them down with cold water. So the second monkey go up there, hose down. So every monkey gets hosed down. So all of them stop trying to go up. So they take one of the old monkeys out, they put a new monkey in there. The new monkey tried to go up there, but all the other 4 pull him down because they know if he goes up there, he gets hosed down. Yeah? So far it makes sense. They put a new monkey in there, they take one of the old ones, he tries to go up there, they pull him down because they know what's going to happen. So until all the old monkeys are taken out, these are all new monkeys now. Okay, they never seen anybody being hosed down. So they put a new monkey in there. The new monkey tried to go up there. All the other one pulled them down, even though they have no clue why they're doing so. So I'm telling you, the people you love the most, the people who love you the most, sometimes are those monkeys. It's not like they love you, they do it out of love. And I remember my dad, when I told him I was going to do this, he's like, "You're crazy, you need to work for the city. They got great health insurance, they got great pension." And here was a guy who was making $1 million a year, was willing to teach me how to do this, and I was listening to my dad who's never really built a business. But isn't that what you do when you go talk to another friend who makes $100 grand who's broke, and they say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Why are you asking them for? Why are you asking them for? They're broke. Okay? So, look, if you want to build a big base shop, you have to understand this thing. If you want to build a big business, you can say every word, and if you don't understand this, it's going to drive you nuts. You can say every word right to the prospect, to the clients, to your agents, but at some point they're going to change their mind. Okay? With that, let me tell you what I'm trying to tell you here. People often change their minds, and if you take their words, you'll be disappointed. This is how people quit. You know, Ed always told us, when your team tells you that they're going to do something, it's like taking drugs. Don't take it. Because what happens when you take it, you slow down your activities, you think your team is going to do it, and they're not. So the point is, here's the deal. Mickey talked about this. I can control my activity, I cannot control the activity of my team. I can control my attitude, I cannot control the attitude of my team.
Right.
So if I want to build a big bake shop, I have to learn to trust systems, not necessarily people. You follow? People are emotional, they change their mind. Systems are not emotional, they don't change their minds. So if you want to build a big business, trust a system and don't be disappointed when people say no. That's the nature of human beings. You can't be mad at them. It's like when you go home, if you haven't seen your dog for 6 months, they're going to come up and run up to you, and they'll be all excited and get hair all over you. You can't be mad at it. It's the nature of the dog. Okay? The nature of human beings is they say something, they do something else. So don't be mad at it. That's what we're working with. Does that make sense? And I'll tell you one more thing about building a big bake shop. I learned all those people who build a big bake shop, if anything goes wrong, it's always 100% their problem, their thing, their problem. They never blame somebody else. You know, another thing that you have to know about building a big bake shop is, here's what happened for me, and it changed the game. I thought I had to work really hard. I thought I had to make a lot of sacrifices. And I was like, do I really want to make all the sacrifices? Do I want to work hard? Until the day I found out what my purpose was. What my why was. Why was I doing this? So why are you doing this? What is your purpose? Because when you find that out, you're no longer going to work hard just to work hard, but you can't stop but working hard. It's not like you don't want to watch TV. It's like you want your goals so bad that watching TV is stupid and you just want to work hard. Does that make sense? So I want you to find your purpose here, you guys. Until you don't find your purpose, it's all about working. But the moment you find your purpose, after that, you never work again. You just live your purpose. So, my purpose is to help people, teach them about money, entrepreneurship, and success principle. Rich always tells us that if people follow you, they should have a better life in every area of their life. So that's something that we try to live by. And I'll tell you this one last thing. I love the cow story that Jeff just talked about. You know, we were in Africa. We just came back 6 months ago from Sierra Leone. And when we were there, there's a technique that Africans use to catch monkeys. So here's what they do. Let me show you this. They take something like this, a little coconut, okay? And they put a hole in it. They put a hole in the coconut, and the monkey, they put treats in there. So the monkey goes in there, puts their hand inside to grab the treats. But once they grab it, they make a fist, and it doesn't come out. So all they have to do is let go and take their hands out. But as the hunter comes in, they just grab tighter and tighter and tighter, and they don't let go. And that's how they get captured. Wow. And I realize this about a lot of people who never build a big business, is that they're never willing to let go. They're never willing to let go. Is it your house that you got to get rid of because it's too much and doesn't allow you to do the business? Is it your little cow like Jeff talked? Is it your job? Is it a relationship you got to let go? Is it somebody you got to forgive? What is it in your life that you got to let go so you can make all your dreams come true? So the moral of the story is, you guys, let go and let God. All right, everybody.